I have been using these GPT systems to generate SQL queries for Oracle, SQL Server, and MySQL for some time. The results are quite good. Sometimes it misses, but I would say that most of the time it produces the exact query which only needs few modifications here and there. On your screen, you can see that there is another tool which has been released in the open source called as ChatSQL by this author, where and I think the name of the author is Adam. Now, I will also post a link to this repo in the video description. I was going through this, looks like a good tool. Um, and then what I did, I went to Hugging Face and tried the same queries which this author has tried, and the results are similar. So it seems to me that most of the stuff is comes around to having a good prompt. But still, there is one thing which is different and which I really liked about this, the new idea that even if the column names are not specified correctly in your query as opposed to the database. So for example, you have gone into a new environment where there's a new database, and instead of going through that database design and learning about all the schema design, its referential integrity constraints, you can simply if you know the data, you can simply create your prompt around that data, and then this GPT system should go in and then give you the exact result. For example, if I take this prompt from their example and go to Hugging Face, this and just write something like write me a SQL query which shows the book type, something like that. So let me try to run it and see what happens. Let me make sure to remove all the other stuff. Okay. So as you can see, this has generated this query, which if you compare it back to this one, then it is more or less similar. Of course, it's not identical and we need some tweaking, but still it was pretty close. So still good tool. I'm also a bit hesitant to give the public GPTs access to the databases, especially the corporate databases in your company. I would highly suggest that you don't do it. If you can play around with the test databases, with the dummy data, generate some queries, and then replicate them in your production systems. But still, a good tool. I think this will evolve more, especially around with the free and open source Llama models. I'm hoping that this will become more and more useful. One feature would be really cool if one query or one set of prompt could work on across databases. Like if a query works on Oracle, it should, with little modification, it should also work on SQL Server, stuff like that. Anyway, good tool. Kudos to the creator. Thanks for watching.